Kaleidescope. What do you believe about kaleidoscope? This picture was taken by a kaleidoscope. Now, if you take a look, the hexagon is behind what surrounds this whole image. Now, did you notice the square that's inside of here? Square here, square here, square here, square here, square here, square here, square here. All those squares together create the big square. Now, inside all those squares, you can see the hexagon and the Star of David. So is it squares we're talking about, or is it hexagons? Let's go over this again. Here you see the hexagon right here. See all the passing lines? All the passing lines. Here you see a square. Here you see a square. So all the squares, and then the passing line that cuts through the top part of these squares. Now, are they squares? Okay. Or are they just triangles? One triangle in the top, or is it a delta triangle? The delta triangle is quarters, just a quarter of a triangle on an angle. And all these angles are cutting through the major, what they call the, I can't get it on paper. Can I see if I can get a little bit more on paper here? See the squares here, right? I draw a line through the square this way, right? And by drawing a line through the square this way, this is where I get the top part of my hexagon, of my Star of David. Is right over here, right? Then I draw, okay, the bottom part. Now, there's no in-between space until I reach this area over here. And that's an in-between space cutting this in half, right? So now I cut that in half, right? And I cut this in half. And then I get the in-between space that creates the hexagon look-alike backside. Now, if you duplicate this and put one on top, you get a whole house inside the center. I don't know what more to say about it than this, but now you're starting to look, is it bricks, right? What is this? Take a look at it, right? Take a look. Square, 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 square. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and all you got is lines through it. Now, if I showed it this way, what would be the difference, right? It's traveling. Now, what if I showed it this way? Irregardless of how I show it, anything to do on this angle is breaking major squares in half, unless this is the way everything should be, right? Doesn't it look offset? But it's not offset. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.